Hello everyone, and welcome back to Your English Boost YouTube channel, your favorite place to improve your English skills with real conversations about interesting daily topics.
It's so good to be here with you all today, getting ready to explore a fascinating subject that truly affects everyone, no matter where you live or what you do.
We are going to talk all about daily routines, the small things that matter, because sometimes it's the little habits that make the biggest difference in our lives.
Have you ever thought about how much your morning routine actually influences your entire day? Perhaps even more than you might realize at first glance?
It's true. What you do in the first hour can really set the tone for everything that follows, making you feel either ready and energized or a bit behind.
A surprising fact is that successful people often credit their strict, consistent routines for helping them achieve their ambitious goals and stay focused.
So Emily, let's dive right in. What is your morning routine like, and how do you usually prefer to start your busy day?
Well, James, my mornings begin quite early, around 6:30 a.m., even on weekends, because I enjoy the quiet time before the world wakes up completely. I usually start with a glass of warm water with lemon, which feels refreshing and helps my body get ready for the day ahead, giving me a gentle start.
Oh, that sounds very healthy. I usually hit the snooze button a few times, which probably isn't the best habit for a productive start to the morning.
Haha, I understand that temptation perfectly. After my water, I spend about 20 minutes doing some light stretching or a short meditation session.
That's a wonderful way to prepare your mind and body. I really should try to incorporate something similar into my chaotic morning schedule soon.
It truly makes a huge difference in my mood and energy levels throughout the entire day, setting a positive tone right from the start.
Speaking of morning rituals, do you prefer coffee or tea to kickstart your brain and get your energy levels up for all your daily tasks?
Definitely coffee, James. A strong black coffee is my absolute must-have. I love the smell and the immediate boost it gives me to tackle new challenges. It feels like a warm hug in a mug, really, and it helps me focus on my tasks, especially when I have many emails to answer early on.
I'm with you on the coffee. I need at least one large cup before I can even think about doing anything complex or starting any serious work. Without it, I feel a bit groggy and slow, and my concentration levels are definitely not where they should be for important decision-making.
It sounds like we both rely on that caffeine boost. How do you stay organized during your busy day, James? Especially with so many different projects?
That's a great question, Emily. I try to use a digital to-do list, and I always break down big tasks into smaller, more manageable steps for clarity. I also make sure to check my calendar regularly throughout the day so I don't miss any important meetings or deadlines that might surprise me.
That's a smart strategy. I find that planning my day the evening before helps me a lot. I write down my top 3 priorities for the next day. This way, I wake up knowing exactly what needs my immediate attention, which reduces stress and improves my overall productivity significantly.
That's brilliant advice for anyone feeling overwhelmed. What are some healthy snacks you enjoy during work or study to keep your energy steady?
For me, it's usually an apple with a handful of almonds, or sometimes Greek yogurt with some fresh berries for a quick and nutritious boost. These snacks keep me full and focused without giving me that sugary crash that can happen with less healthy options, which I try to avoid.
I often grab a banana or some carrots with hummus. They are easy to prepare and don't require much thought, which is perfect during a busy workday. It's important to have healthy choices ready, otherwise it's too easy to reach for something less beneficial when hunger strikes suddenly.
Absolutely. After a long day, how do you relax and unwind, James? Do you have any favorite activities that help you forget about work pressures?
My favorite way to relax is definitely by going for a long walk in a nearby park, listening to an interesting podcast or some calming instrumental music. Sometimes I also enjoy cooking a new recipe, especially if it's something comforting and warm that fills the kitchen with amazing smells.
Cooking sounds lovely and productive at the same time. I love to read a good book. or sometimes watch an episode of my favorite TV show. A warm bath with some essential oils also works wonders for me, helping my muscles relax and clearing my mind from the day's events.
Those are excellent ways to de-stress. Thinking about daily tasks, what kind of music do you listen to while doing chores around the house?
Oh, for chores, I need something upbeat and energetic. I usually put on a playlist of pop music from the 90s or some fun Latin dance tunes. The lively rhythm makes even vacuuming feel a little bit like a dance party, which makes the whole process much more enjoyable and quick.
That's a fantastic idea. I usually just put on a random playlist, but maybe I should try a specific chore power-up mix to make it less boring. It's funny how music can totally transform a dull task into something quite fun, making you almost forget you are actually working.
It really can. How do you plan your meals for the week, James? Do you have any tips for our listeners who might struggle with healthy eating?
I try to dedicate some time on Sunday afternoons to plan my meals for the upcoming week and make a detailed grocery list to save time. My main tip is to choose a few basic recipes that you know you enjoy and are easy to prepare, so you're not spending hours in the kitchen daily.
That's very practical advice. I also batch cook some ingredients, like grilling a lot of chicken or roasting a big pan of vegetables for multiple meals. This saves so much time during the busy weekdays, and it helps ensure I always have healthy options readily available in my fridge.
Batch cooking is a game changer. Now, speaking of things we enjoy, what hobbies do you have that fit seamlessly into your daily routine?
I love reading, and I try to read for at least 30 minutes every evening before bed, which helps me wind down and escape into different worlds. Another hobby is drawing, and I often doodle in my notebook during my lunch break, just for a few minutes, which is a nice creative escape.
Those are lovely, calming hobbies. I try to practice my guitar for about 15 minutes each day. It's a quick mental break that recharges my focus. Also, I enjoy photography, so I try to take my camera with me on my walks, capturing interesting moments, which makes my routine more exciting.
That sounds amazing, James. How important is it to have a bedtime routine for you? And what do you usually do to prepare for sleep?
A bedtime routine is incredibly important for me, Emily. I try to go to bed around the same time every night, even on the weekends, for consistency. I also turn off all screens about an hour before bed and read a physical book, or sometimes just listen to some very calm music to relax.
That is a great practice to ensure good sleep quality. I try to avoid heavy meals late in the evening and drink a cup of chamomile tea to calm down. Good sleep makes such a huge difference to my energy levels and overall mood the next day, so I really try to prioritize it fully.
I completely agree. Do you ever use specific time management techniques to handle your daily tasks and keep everything running smoothly?
Yes, I often use the Pomodoro technique, where I work for 25 minutes and then take a short 5-minute break before starting another focused session. It helps me stay focused and prevents burnout during long work periods, making sure I maintain good concentration throughout the day.
That's a very popular method. I try to follow the Eat the Frog principle, which means doing my most difficult task first thing in the morning. Once that challenging task is done, the rest of the day feels much easier and less stressful, giving me a sense of accomplishment early on.
That's brilliant for productivity. How do you maintain your friendships and connect with friends regularly, fitting it into your busy life?
It can be tough sometimes, but I try to schedule regular video calls with friends who live far away, making it a fixed part of my routine. For local friends, we try to have a weekly dinner or a quick coffee meeting, even if it's just for half an hour, to stay connected.
I love that idea. I often send short voice messages or funny memes to my friends during the day, just to let them know I'm thinking of them. Sometimes a quick text message can brighten someone's day and keeps our connection strong, even when we can't meet in person.
Those small gestures are so meaningful. How do you handle unexpected events or disruptions in your daily life and still keep your routine on track?
That's always a challenge. I try to be flexible and accept that not every day will go exactly as planned, which helps reduce my frustration. I usually prioritize the most important tasks and reschedule the less urgent ones, reminding myself that tomorrow is another opportunity.
Flexibility is key, absolutely. I also keep a small emergency fund of time in my schedule, so I have a buffer for unexpected calls or issues. This way, I don't feel completely derailed if something comes up suddenly, and I can quickly get back on track without too much stress.
That's a smart approach. What are some simple ways you bring more joy and happiness to your daily routine, even on ordinary days?
I love playing upbeat music while getting ready in the morning, or sometimes I buy myself a single fresh flower to put on my desk. These small actions just add a little bit of beauty and positive energy to my day, making the routine feel less repetitive and more special.
Those are lovely ideas. I try to take a few minutes to enjoy my coffee on the balcony, watching the birds, or sending a quick compliment to someone. These tiny moments of connection or appreciation really brighten my mood and make the whole day feel more enjoyable and meaningful.
It's amazing how much difference those small things make. Do you set specific goals for each day, Emily? And how do you keep track of them?
I usually set one main goal for the day, something important I want to achieve, and then 2 or 3 smaller tasks that support it. I write them down in my planner, and at the end of the day, I check them off, which gives me a great sense of accomplishment and progress.
That's a very focused approach. I also like to write down my goals, usually on a sticky note, so I can see them clearly throughout the day. It helps me remember what's most important and prevents me from getting distracted by less urgent things that might pop up.
So true. How does your routine change on weekends compared to your weekdays, James? Do you allow yourself more flexibility then?
Oh, absolutely. Weekends are for relaxation and doing things I enjoy, so my routine becomes much more flexible and less structured. I still wake up relatively early, but I might spend more time reading the news or having a longer breakfast without any rush or stress.
That sounds wonderful. I also love having a more relaxed weekend morning, perhaps going for a longer run or meeting friends for brunch. The main difference is the absence of alarms and the freedom to decide what to do spontaneously, which feels like a mini vacation.
Exactly. It's important to recharge so you re-ready for the new week. These small changes make a huge difference in my overall well-being.
It truly is, James. Sometimes I even try a new recipe on the weekend that requires more time, like baking bread, which is very satisfying.
Baking bread sounds like a fantastic weekend activity, very rewarding. Do you find these small routine changes on weekends help you feel more refreshed?
Definitely. It's like pressing a reset button, allowing my mind and body to relax completely before facing the demands of the next week ahead. I feel more creative and ready to tackle new challenges after a weekend that balances rest with enjoyable activities, making me more productive.
I agree, a good balance is key. It's not about being productive every single moment, but about finding what works for your personal energy levels. And sometimes, the best routine is having no strict routine at all, just going with the flow and enjoying spontaneous moments as they happen.
That's a very philosophical way to look at it, James, and I completely agree. It's all about listening to your body and your mind. ISNT it?
Exactly. These daily routines, whether they are strict or flexible, truly shape our days and ultimately our lives in small, significant ways.
It's the small, consistent actions that add up over time to create big results. Much like learning English, one new word or phrase at a time.
That's a perfect parallel, Emily. Every little step counts, whether it's drinking water in the morning or practicing a few English sentences.
And it reminds us that building a strong routine is not about perfection, but about progress and finding what brings you joy and efficiency.
Right? It's about making those small, positive choices consistently, day after day, that lead to a better, more fulfilling life over time.
Even if you miss a day or two, you can always start again. The important thing is to keep trying and to be kind to yourself in the process.
Absolutely. It's about setting yourself up for success without putting too much pressure on yourself, because life happens, and that's okay.
And remember, Even if you just add one new positive habit to your daily routine, you are already making a wonderful change for yourself.
That's a wonderful thought to carry with us as we wrap up this discussion on daily routines and their surprising power in our lives.
It's funny, sometimes I think about a time when I didn't have any routine at all, and my days felt very chaotic and much less productive.
Oh, I can totally relate to that feeling. Without a routine, it's easy to lose track of time and feel like you're constantly rushing to catch up. A simple routine gives your day a framework. Even if it's just waking up and having your coffee at the same time, it creates stability.
And it's not just about productivity. It's also about mental well-being and reducing decision fatigue throughout the day. When certain things are automatic, you save mental energy for more important choices and creative thinking, which is a huge benefit.
That's a great point, Emily. Think about how much mental effort goes into deciding what to wear or what to eat every single day. Having a default routine for these small decisions frees up brain power for big, important tasks that truly need your full attention.
Exactly. So even the smallest habits, like putting your keys in the same place every time, can unexpectedly simplify your life greatly.
Or knowing exactly what you will have for breakfast, so you don't waste precious morning minutes thinking about your first meal.
And these small victories, like sticking to a routine, can give you a wonderful sense of control and accomplishment, boosting your confidence.
It's truly empowering to know you are intentionally shaping your day, rather than just letting your day happen to you without much thought.
So, our message today is truly about appreciating those little, often overlooked parts of your daily life that contribute so much to well-being.
And remember, routines are personal. What works for one person might not work for another, so explore and find your own perfect rhythm.
Experimenting with different habits and seeing how they feel is part of the fun, making sure you find joy in the process of building your routine.
And don't be afraid to change your routine if something isn't working for you anymore. It's a living thing that can evolve with you over time.
Remember, consistency beats intensity every single time when it comes to forming new habits and making them a lasting part of your life.
These small, simple habits are the foundation for big achievements, whether in your personal life or, of course, with your English learning journey.
It's all about finding what makes you feel good and productive and sticking with it, even if it feels like a very small step at first.
Absolutely. We hope this discussion has given you some great ideas and inspiration for improving your own daily routines, or perhaps even starting new ones.
And remember, just like building a perfect daily routine, learning English also happens one small, consistent step at a time, every single day.
Every new word you learn, every new phrase you understand, every podcast you listen to, adds up to amazing progress over time.
So keep practicing, keep listening, and keep speaking. Because your dedication to English is creating a powerful routine for your linguistic growth.
We are incredibly proud of your commitment to learning, and we love being a small part of your amazing journey towards fluency.
Thank you for joining us today on Your English Boost YouTube channel. We truly appreciate you spending your valuable time with us.
We hope you enjoyed this conversation about daily routines and discovered some new insights or ideas to incorporate into your own life.
We look forward to seeing you in the next episode for another engaging discussion designed to help you boost your English skills effectively.
Until then, think about this. What is one tiny positive change you can make to your routine tomorrow that could make a big difference?